Hello, my beautiful Taurus. Welcome to your monthly love reading. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please keep in mind energy can go vice versa, and this reading won't resonate with everyone, so take what fits, but please leave the rest out. We have King of Autumn and Life Experience. Someone's having a hard time keeping things together here. Feels like they've been trying to hold back, gain control, and they're losing control at this very moment. I'm also seeing that with this sudden epiphany that they've had, something else has to change, and feeling like things are just not the same any longer, that maybe they don't want the same thing that they thought that they did. Mend, I want to fix our connection, and damage, we are both hurting from this. Yeah, somebody's feeling the weight of their actions. Overall energy, we have Nine of Pentacles. I'm gaining a sense of security with this card for this reading. Confidence, security, something that should have been gained that wasn't. Possibly freedom needing to be gained. For your energy, we have Five of Swords, Tower, and the Five of Wands. So with two fives with the Tower, suddenly things are very frustrating. Feels like there's a lot of conflict going on. Some of you might have a lot of disruption in your life when it comes to other people. This can be family related, job related, or in love. It feels like there's been complete chaos in a situation that has left you feeling devastated. Things suddenly change. There's an upheaval that things can't go back to the way that they were. Almost an uncomfortable feeling that you're living in the moment. But trust in the Tower, the process of that, because as the dust settles, then something new can be reborn here that's going to bring you clarity, but also going to make you feel much better, relieved of this tension and chaos. So please trust in that at this time. For those of you going through this energy, my heart goes out to you. It is very difficult to feel betrayed or feel like no one has your back. So Three of Cups, Page of Cups, the Wheel, and the Queen of Wands for their energy. This person is suddenly feeling like they need to follow their heart, open up in a different way. They're feeling empowered. All of a sudden they feel they're not in control of what they wanted in the past. It's kind of like what they thought they wanted, they want no more. Especially with the Queen of Wands, they see that you are shining like a star. They also feel like you're possibly better off without them, and that if they don't act in a timely manner, they're going to lose an opportunity. Let's use Page of Wands wheel. Six of Wands, Nine of Wands. At the current moment, they are holding back. It's almost like a strategy here in order to achieve success, but they know that they don't have a long time to hold back. So let's see what's happened in the past. We have Three of Swords, Two of Swords, the King of Pentacles. They did hold back in this situation in fear of getting hurt. But you took it as this person really trying to betray you, or trying not to offer you love or commitment. This can be just them being with you in a serious way. And I see that their focus was somewhere else. But with the Two of Swords, Three of Swords, it's like this person really has a deep-seated issue with really following their heart because they feel like they always get hurt. So this fear is great for them, even though it may not feel like it or seem like they're being like that, because the King of Pentacles can act as if everything is okay, make it till you make it, and can be very stubborn and set in their ways. Let's see this King of Pentacles. King of Cups, Chariot. What they're hiding, though, is that they would love to follow their heart. They would love to overcome this challenge that they know that they have. They also are dealing with some insecurities about themselves. So they project that towards you and other people. So how they communicate, especially if it's showing up in the Two of Swords, is they act disinterested, or they try not to understand or compromise. Let's see this Three of Swords. Knight of Cups. Yeah, they're just fearful of getting hurt. Six of Cups. Something has happened to them in the past that left a sting on them, a deep scar. It makes them feel like they don't ever want to go back to that feeling again, because if they did, they don't know if they would make it the second time around. So This is almost like promising themselves in the King of Cups, King of Pentacles, to hold themselves together, to not allow themselves to unravel. And it looks like that you started to chip away at this in the Chariot. All of a sudden they stopped focusing on other things and started thinking about you more, or longing for a deeper connection. And they were stopping themselves, trying to pull back here. Especially with the King of Cups and the Chariot, sometimes can be a detachment, somebody that's emotionally just unavailable. And because the Chariot's here, it's wanting them to overcome this, to be open with you. But in the King of Pentacles, they're stopping themselves. They're like, no, I'm sticking my feet in the sand, and this is how it's going to be. So I see an inner conflict going on within themselves, but they're not showing you this. So let's see the challenge. We have 9 of Swords, the Fool, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, the main reason is fear. They're afraid of getting hurt. They're afraid of really being vulnerable and open. Oh, I just heard you don't know how hard it was. So yeah, this person could have felt like it was so hard to not want to give themselves to you, but they didn't want to get hurt in the end. So they stuck to the tried and true of trying to protect themselves. In the Fool card and the Ace of Wands, they were non-committal. It felt like their feelings were always fluctuating, or how they communicated was hot and cold. And I see them making some risky moves here, making decisions to kind of push you away at times, make you feel hurt as well, that maybe you would just walk away. They wouldn't have to deal with this kind of decision any longer, because they just felt like they couldn't decide, because their fear of getting hurt was so deep, especially a lot of them having a fear of abandonment or rejection was something that they would have to look deep and really work on in order for them to give all of themselves, to be completely vulnerable. With the Ace of Wands, I see a lot of action that was taken. They treated you like you were just not important, or this connection can be fleeting, as if they weren't willing to invest. And this was really hurtful for you. I see a lot of you feeling like, what do I do now? Because they got into this connection with me. So a lot of them seeked you out to really be in this and wholeheartedly. So in the King of Pentacles, they could have seemed very charming and committed in the beginning, but then they suddenly turned and shifted into this detached type energy, and it was very confusing. King of Wands and the Four of Wands, I just see them fighting against their heart's desire, but they're so afraid to really divulge this information to you. They're so afraid to open up and tell you something that's happened to them, or their fear in love, that they feel they would be looked down upon, or that you would hurt them anyways and reject them, because some of them even feel silly for having this feeling. So they want to act tough. They want to put on a brave face and act like everything's okay. Justice, Two of Pentacles, time's ticking. So they knew as time went by in this situation, because they were so indecisive, because they couldn't make up their mind on what to do, the more intensely they felt for you, the more that they wanted this. And so they thought it's best to just detach and not think about it, because maybe that will clear my mind. But a little bit of time turned into a long period of time. And because they were procrastinating, this turned into a situation where they just cut out, possibly cold turkey, or it felt like such a betrayal. And the Tower, Five of Swords, it was something that was devastating, because you really trusted them in the beginning. You really believed in what they were saying and how they were treating you. In the outcome, we have Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Page of Wands. So action's being taken, but this is something that's kind of going to blow your mind, because it's not something you were expecting to actually come to fruition. So if this reading is resonating with you, in the extended, we're going to go over exactly what action this is, what they're going to say moving forward, as well as the timing and the outcome. If this is your last stop, though, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I love you dearly, and I'll see you next time.